I tick 2 boxes, and that's I'm affordable and available. That's it.
You are a comics comic, I would say, Phil.
yeah, it means I can't get on telly.
You have lost loads of weight. You'll have to get yourself a new wardrobe now. Hey, it's a good job your wife left you. You've got a spare one.
Genuinely helpful.
Phil, you look like a criminology student who failed his exams and ends up running the student bar. You're like a 70s detective.
You've achieved so much in your career. You were nominated for the Perrier Award, you've won numerous comedy awards, you've been on TV and films, and yet the only thing people really remember is that you said the word monkey a lot in a northern accent. The thing is, at this point, I was going to pull out the monkey. Turns out, that's what they gave me, because the rights for the monkey are too expensive. It's cheaper to get you on here than the fucking woolen monkey.
The British seaside. It's crap, innit? But now we're talking. This is my kind of place. It's just a dream. I had another bad dream. What am I like, me? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, closed down pub. Oh, some ridiculously overpriced leather bags. Right opposite, that's all right. Okay, it's a little bit out of my comfort zone and... Oh, fuck off, London. Semi-skimmed! Oh, hey everyone, Phil Ellis here, international comedian. Yeah, that's true actually, because I played Galway last year, and both parties, the promoter and myself, agreed that that should never happen again. I mean, that's beside the point. The point is, I've travelled from Manchester to Newcastle tonight to headline The Stand, which I'm very excited about. But I'm just showing you how committed I am. I've braved the storms for that in a 2004 Volkswagen Beetle that's bright red. But anyway, my point is this. I've come to my hotel and there's a note on my bed which I'm finding a little bit disconcerting. And I think this is a prejudice of my own, but I thought I'd throw it out there and see what you think. So I just feel uncomfortable that my bed was made by a bloke called Alan. I just think that's a bit weird. I've never had that before. Like, to me, someone called Alan is someone that I meet for a drink and they talk about the most recent divorce, or they're fixing my car, or, you know, they're shouting at me going, get out my driveway. Is that just me? Am I the problem?
I used to work for a bank, you know.
Same.
Yeah. Which bank did you work for?
Should we say it on the count of 3?
Okay.
One.
Wait, but I can't remember. Right, okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I was nearly said who I banked with. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Royal
Goldman
Bank
Sachs.
of Scotland.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That was horrible, wasn't it? I think we were both
Yeah.
hoping it would be the same one.
Yeah. Oh, well. You work for the Royal Bank of Scotland?
Yeah, I was really bad at it.
What were you doing?
Yeah, so I used to work at the Royal Bank of Scotland.
What?
So I was cashier. I was a cashier. And that sounds weird, doesn't it? I was cashier.
I was cashier.
I was cashier. Now I'm Phil Ellis. Hear me roar. So I was really good at keeping my tail balanced. I was good with the customers.
Yeah.
I couldn't do sales because I remember an elderly lady came in and all she wanted to do was extend her overdraft by £100 to pay a bill.
Right.
And I couldn't authorise. I'd send her in a room with someone else who can authorise things. But I could see on the account that she could have more money.
Yeah.
on this, and instead she came up with a credit card, and she didn't have a fucking clue what it was. And she went, he says if I pay it off, I can pay my bill with a credit card because it's 0% interest for a few months.
Yeah.
And I went, they've just sold you a credit card to get points, and you don't need that. Like all you want to do is pay your bill.
Yeah.
And you could really easily do that. So it really upset me that this poor little old lady had been taken advantage of in the room. So I just went, I can't do that. So I just never did sales, and I was on 0% sales for every year.
And that's a big part of how
That's
you're
a big
assessed.
part. Yeah. So they went, Phil, out of 42 people in the region, you are number 42. And so I thought it'd be funny. So I turned the paper upside down. I said, but who's the top now? And they went, it's not how it works. I went, okay. I went to the Chortle Awards one year. I've been nominated for 5. I know. So I thought, well, I'm going to win 1. Law of averages, you're going to win 8.
5 on the same
night.
Yeah, right.
So I went. So I thought, well, it's a bit embarrassing. I'm going to have to take a bag because I can't just carry these awards around. But I turned up with like a duffel bag. And everyone's like, why have you got a bag? I was like, oh, I've got a bag.
I'm just picturing Billie Eilish being like, oh, Phineas, I hope you brought a bag for life.
Little trolley. One of those little like old ladies' trolleys that students use when they're doing a big shop. So I went. So I'm stood there, and when I lost the 4th one, I went, "Oh fuck!" And Nish Kumar went. He said, "You're the new colour purple," which had like been nominated for every Oscar, and like pretty much lost all of them. I went, "Oh no!" And then I went, "Oh." And it's only a nerdy film reference that only us film nerds get. So I went, all right. And then I lost the 5th one with Matt. It was for Funs and Games, but Matt goes, Funs and Gamers.
Funs and gay men's.
Gamers. He didn't fucking care what it was. And so he just said it wrong. I went, well, I'm not going to win this. Then we lost again. And I had to leave the Chortle Awards with a saggy bag. And everyone was like, why have you got a bag? I was like, no, you thought you were going to win. It was embarrassing. It was the saddest. To lose 5, that's horrible in a row.
Was it not an honour just to be nominated?
No, God, no.
Okay.
It's like the Edinburgh Awards. I was like, fuck off. I did once almost break a girlfriend's neck in my sleep.
That's a bit worse.
No, because I was asleep when she was on my chest.
Yeah.
But I was having a dream that I was fighting the Predator. So I went, and I did the movement like you would in the films where you see them do that. And then we woke up and I went, and they were like, oh, I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's a good job. You didn't break your neck. That'd be awkward. I go, honestly, I thought it was the Predator.
The Predator from the film?
No, a sex pest. Yeah, the Predator.
I'm going to screenshot your Instagram and slide them in here. They're fucking horrific.
I don't like sauces, and I don't like bits in food.
Bits?
I don't like bits.
You mean
bits.
rice?
Picking through. Don't like surprises. I like to know exactly what I'm getting.
You've cooked it. Why is it a surprise?
Consistent. Well, there aren't no surprises. You've seen my cook. No surprises what I do. That's why I've never eaten in company.
Really?
Ever?
No, I share it and then I go to a dark corner. Turn away. It's like at the end of the Blair Witch Project, stood in the corner eating my curly fries. Don't know why I keep doing these. No, I'm here. I'm having a lovely time on Fortnite. Won again.
You play Fortnite?
Yeah, I'm playing Fortnite. And the minute I'm RoboCop.
RoboCop, all the pop culture characters
I
you
know,
could
well,
be.
it's so sad. I've got RoboCop and Ash from the Evil Dead.
How are they on Fortnite?
I don't know, but it's clearly, you can tell it's an older player when you bump into another RoboCop and you're like, that's another 40-odd-year-old man on his own.
Start calling them a virgin.
Eating smiley faces and grouse.
How big's your toilet seat?
Caveats then, no sauce.
No sauce, no flavour. They've all got to be the same colour as an old man with jaundice.
That's the exact same rules for his dating life.
Yeah.
That makes you go,
No, it don't make me go home. I don't like eating anyway. I've only done it so I'm not dead.
oh really? You eat
Like, I was
for
eating a
fuel?
banana the other day, and I eat a lot of bananas. And it was so funny because someone said, "Oh, you have a lot of bananas. So what else do you like?" I went, "I don't like bananas. I don't enjoy them. But to me, it's a dead easy fruit, innit?
No,
You're done.
As opposed
you
to
gotta
what the
fucking peel
difficult
it. An
ones.
apple is easy.
No, not rigsing. You've got to dispose of the core. Whereas the banana
Got to
skin.
dispose of the peel.
Yeah, but people might think I'm setting up a hilarious joke. People might just think I'm waiting for a clown.
So you litter as well, then?
Yeah. I always love it when people just chuck stuff out there. They go, it's biodegradable. Yeah, over time. It doesn't just disappear when it hits the ground. Fucking throwing a chicken carcass out the window. Terrace houses. So, like, you've got parked cars either side. So we'd go, it was around the corner. So I knock on, and then we'll hide. I said, I'll hide behind the car opposite. That'd be really amazing. And they went, we're not doing that. And I went, chickens. So I knocked on the door, ran and hid behind the car. My friends walked to the end of the road, and I went, this is going to be amazing. I mean, the guy came out, and then they normally just check and then go back in, don't they? But he went, and just stayed there. And I was like behind the car going, he's got to go in now, otherwise it's not funny. And he went, and he went, what is it? I went, so some kids are playing knock a door run. A little shit. And he just stood there. And then I was there going, oh, God, this is so awkward because I'm only right opposite. And then someone came out the house there. I went, oh, you're fucking kidding me. And the guy just came out and he looked at me and I went, oh, I'll just pretend to tie my shoelaces. I went, oh, I'm going to tie my shoelaces. And he went, are you all right there, Brian? And he went, yeah, some kids have been knocking on my door. He went, well, there's a kid behind my car here. And I went, oh, fuck. I went, and I stood up, and I don't know why I always remember this. I stood up and I went, oh, just walk. And he went, hey, you little prick, have you knocked on my door? And I went, God, you can't even tie your shoelaces in this country anymore. And I walked out.
You can't even tie your shoelaces in this country anymore.
Oh. An 11-year-old. Oh. Get ready for his GB newspaper. PC got madness on cul-de-sac. We used to ring up on phone boxes, all the 0800 numbers. So the phones was 282820.
Yeah, there's a sex line as well, wasn't he? Can't remember that one.
Yeah, but you have to pay for them. So these are the right. So it's like Stan Estella. So it was like 282820, and it's an insurance thing, an owl insurance, and I go, hello, can I speak to the owl, please? That's like genius, right? So we do that all day. Stan Estella, can I speak to Stan? And then one day, I always remember it, like, he used to have the phone book, and I thought, I'll do it on my own one day. I was just bored at home. It was before callback.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was funny, but I went to the phone book, and, S, it was like S, it was like S. Pierce. So I went, oh, S. Pierce. Like, hello, and it rang up, and this lady answered. I went, hello, can I speak to Stan, please? And she went, oh, I'm so sorry. She went, and I remember it was when I lived at Egg Avenue. She went, I'm really sorry. She went, Stan passed away a few years ago. And I went, oh! And I was like, oh, fuck, well, this woman's just, I don't know, I'm on my own. Like, I don't want even to laugh with me. Like, what have I done? So I've got to, don't know how to get away. I can't just go, hang up. So I went, oh, I'm so sorry to, so I've got like a 11-year-old kid going, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. And I was going, this is backfired as a laugh. And she went, yeah, sure. We tried to tell everyone. All of his friends had passed away, and I went, hey, I must have missed the call. I'm so sorry. And I was like, well, I don't know how long to go on. She went, how did you know Stan? I went, I fucking don't know. How do old people know old people? I went, from the club. From the club? Yeah, I thought he must have been in a club. And she went, oh, well, we tried to tell everyone from the club. I thought, fuck, he was in a club. I went, oh, well, I must have missed the memo. Well, my condolences, all the best. And I put it down and I go, never fucking ever doing that ever again. But it just,
there's no one here to laugh.
Just sat there in silence. I'm going, people love the ones people lose the ones they love. It's like, what the fuck have I done? So I go, what was I thinking? And she must be going, oh, he was well liked at the club.
It's a lot harder for working class comedians to make it. And if people go, no, it's not, they're full of shit. Because I'll tell you now, I lived in London for 3 years and I never gigged in London because I couldn't afford to. All the gigs in London where all the TV producers go and sit, they pay 30 quid on a Friday. Now, I can't live off that. But the comedians that can are from a privileged background because they don't have to pay for the flat and they don't have to pay the rent because it's all paid for. I'd love to be able to go to some shitty gig in Camden on a Friday for 20 quid and spend the night throwing toast at my forehead, covered in tinfoil, you know, and with the fucking head of comedy from whatever dog shit channel sits there and goes, "This is the new face of comedy." I'm going, "Well, but what about the Bermuda Triangle?" I love that, right? But I can't. I've got to go to Hull and entertain a stag do so I can pay my rent, you know. So if you're going to say that there's not a class divide in comedy, then you're just kidding yourself. And I'm not acting like I'm fucking, you know, the Artful Dodger. I'm not a street urchin from the north. And also, I don't think there's any problem with being posh in comedy, by the way. There's a lot of very privileged, funny people. Mm-hmm. There's a lot who should stop. But I wouldn't mind going on telly again. even your crap shows, I'll go on. Also, if everyone's on Jonathan Ross now, can't I be sat on Jonathan Ross? Fucking hell, I've seen open spaces where he's beating the gong at the Frog and Bucket on Jonathan Ross, talking about nothing. So it's so embarrassing. You've got a comedian sat there, no one knows, and they go, "What and they're not even promoting anything." I'm like, what are they there for? Put me in there. I'll promote all my charity work.
Comedy's the worst thing I've ever done. It's full of absolute fucking idiots, right? I've got nothing to fall back on. This is all I've got, is to come in the fucking basement and sit with these two, who I'd be doing this with anyway without the cameras, to be honest. This isn't a career. This is scrabbling for some kind of this relevancy. We're not. None of us are. We're too old for this. I'm 41 years old. Why am I wearing a yellow T-shirt as if I'm youthful? It's pathetic. I look like I should be in a fucking Ariel advert. It's depressing. I wish I'd learned a trade.